I got Colette here. She's out there with Mr. Pickles. Colette, bring Mr. Pickles over. So yeah, we've had a really exciting weekend. This is gonna be cool. We've never done a live stream before, so it'll be a little bit of an experience. Here's Mr. Pickles. And Colette, have you guys been having a good weekend?
Yeah.
We got some mosquitoes around here, but this is a really huge facility. Like, when I say it's a huge facility, it's got like 4 big arenas in it, and then it's got tons of barns and rodeo space and everything around us. This is where we're at. We're actually we're camping out all the way down over there against the trees in a nice little quiet nook. And Mr. Pickles has done really good, so has Colette. They've had a really good time. And Mr. Pickles is currently, he finally rolled. He spent a good portion of the weekend perfectly clean, and he spent a good portion of the weekend perfectly clean. And last night he finally rolled and got all dirty. So Colette's gonna give him another bath in a little bit. And before she does her last event, her last event is the, what's your last event, kiddo? It's showmanship, right? Yep, showmanship is her last event. Yesterday they did trail and body conditioning, and the body conditioning and trail went really good. The body conditioning, he loaded right up, no problem at all. And she had a really good chat with the veterinary judge. He's the judge that goes over the health of the horse and looks at the overall shape. She had a really good chat with him, and they actually talked about his little bone spur that he has right above his left knee. And so it was really good. It was good. And then the trail went really well. There was a couple, I have a video of it, and I'll post that probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I can get everything edited. The overall trail went really, really well. There was 2 little goof ups. Mr. Pickles, once again, he doesn't like that his left side. He doesn't like to be touched on his left side, and we saw that when we first got him. He didn't like to be touched there, and eventually he warmed up to that. He didn't want to do a side pass when Colette was on his left side. He just didn't do it. So, but he did it from his right side, and he did it very, very clean. And then the other little foible was, what was the other foible he made during your trail run? Oh, he didn't want he there was a little area he didn't really want to trot rope. It was like a really small area. But anyways, so other than that, he did really, really good. He didn't spook at anything, and Colette's freestyle went really, really well. Everybody loved it. And so you guys will see that. I'll let the cat out of the bag a little. It has to do with a song that we all grew up with, the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater, I think it is. Yeah, so we used that as the song, so it was really, really cute, and they had a really good time, and everybody loved it. It went really well. So, but yeah, but overall, Colette and Mr. Pickles are doing really good. Everybody who has been following him, that is part of the Mustang Challenge, has really enjoyed being able to see him and hang out with him. And he's currently, he's got a little bit of baby brain. So for the last, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or so, he's been kind of giving Colette a hard time. So that's why she's kind of working him in the background, because he's got baby brain. That's okay. You know, you're allowed to have baby brain when you're a yearling. But you don't want him to have baby brain, right? Nope. We're gonna let's walk over a little so we're away from here. Colette's getting swamped. Actually, we both are getting swamped by some mosquitoes. But there is so many beautiful, absolutely amazingly beautiful Mustangs, and I'll have some footage of some of those. They are just so stinking gorgeous, and the trainers have done such a good job with them this year. And so, yeah, it's been, we've been really happy with coming, spending time together, as well as seeing how Colette matches up against a lot of the other trainers, because it's her first time. And as it's her first time, you know, she's learning. She's seeing what other people were able to do in the same amount of time that she had. And yeah, if you guys have questions, put them up in the chat, and I should be able to see chat. Let me see. Sorry, this is the first time for me on this live chat. Yeah, okay, so I got one, thank you. Such a beautiful, oh, Mr. Pickles. Yeah, Mr. Pickles is gonna stay with her. We're away from the... You good now? No more mosquitoes?
No, there's still mosquitoes.
There's still a few mosquitoes. Yes, so Mr. Pickles is going to stay with Colette. She's going to keep him. And this is not Mr. Pickles. This is somebody else's horse right here. And he's beautiful. Hi, buddy. How are you? This is Twix? Yeah. Colette knows all the horses. I don't know any horses. She knows everybody. Hi, Twix. How are you, buddy? So, yeah. Twix is out here. He's just standing out here grazing. And they're actually starting to do some of the competition inside. I can try to go in and see what we can see. It's kind of hard because I don't know how much internet service we're going to have inside. But, yeah, so, yeah, Colette will be keeping Mr. Pickles. And he's found his forever home. And let's see. All right, hey, we can walk over and stand over here. You want to stand? Oh, I know, there's mosquitoes everywhere. It's just morning time here. There's mosquitoes. They're following us around. It wasn't too bad until today, right? Yeah, today's the first time. Me and Colette both woke up with mosquito bites on the inside of our hands. We couldn't figure out how that even happened. So this is I'll show you guys the arena that they're currently competing in right now. So this is the arena that they're currently competing in. And right now they're doing showmanship down here for the, I think it's the teen, is it teens? What age group? Oh, what was that? Oh, teens and adults. So they're doing, right now they're currently doing teens and adult showmanship. And so that's down here. I'll have the video of Colette when she does hers. But yeah, so it's a really cool facility. Really, really cool. Really well done. Really, really clean. It's been a really pleasure to be down here in Eugene. And Mr. Pickles, he's distracted by all the other horses. So the stalls go all the way down this whole entire side, and I'll show you that in a video coming up. But the stalls go all the way down, and so it's a huge. There's so much going on. It's been so well run. But yeah, it's nothing really fancy when it comes to the events. The events are really kind of mellow because they try to keep it mellow because the horses are all Mustangs. They're all wild. And so, but everybody's done really good when it comes to how well they've been gentled and dealt with. I don't think there's really been. There might have been maybe two or three horses that are just a little on the wild side still. But overall, everybody's really mellow, except for Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles he's a crazy one. Isn't that right, Mr. Pickles? So I'm just teasing. He's doing really good. So yeah, want to give everybody an update. Obviously there's not going to be a video today because we've been camping out, and so I've been unable to edit or anything. But Colette, are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you glad you came?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you glad you're keeping Mr. Pickles?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Is it too early morning to do anything like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, for her. But let me walk down. I'll walk down and I'll show you what's going on with showmanship right now because it's pretty cool.
Gathering or anything she has her art for.
So there's a horse going right now. So actually, it seems like it's pretty quick. I'll show you a couple of them. These aren't obviously Mr. Pickles. These are other people's horses. But it's such a nice facility. It's so stinking clean. All right, so that horse is being shown right now. So you'll see she's gonna get him all set up. And then the judge will go around and check and look at the overall condition of the horse. And then there's a routine that they do when they're done with that. You'll see she's gonna wait for the judge's nod, and then she'll back him up 6 steps and turn him and trot away, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and then so it's a 270-degree turn, and then they trot away. And then the next person waits. And they wait for the judges to give them a heads up, like a nod. And once they get a nod, she'll go. Yeah.
Would you put my...
It's back over there. I'll go get it for you, okay?
I'll go there.
So she's gonna wait for a nod from the judge, and once they get the nod, she'll start the same exact routine. Everybody does the exact same thing. So walk halfway, and then they get to the second cone and they trot. They do a big circle around the cone. And then they stop their trot and they walk in and then set their horse up. Once the horse is set up, the judge will end up doing a walk around the horse, and then they'll do the same exact thing again. So, yeah, so that's the routine that they've been doing. Colette will do hers this afternoon around 2 o'clock, and I'll get some footage of that when that takes place. But yeah, so yeah, that's what today is. Today is just that. It's going to be that all day long, and then the auction starts tomorrow, or the auction finishes tomorrow. And once the auction's done tomorrow, they will then hand out prizes for showmanship and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a little, every day you're just doing a little bit. It's not all done on one day. I think it'd be too stressful for both the trainers and for the horses to try to do all the events on one day. Let me see if I got any more chats. All right, let's see what we got here. I saw one pop up. Yes, originally Colette was going to auction Mr. Pickles off. Why has it changed? Okay, so what happened was overall Colette and Mr. Pickles just really hit it off. They just did so good together. They had such a great relationship that I told Colette, I was like, you know, originally we told you can only have 2 horses. That still stands. You can still only have 2 horses. But if you'd like to sell timber, I'll help you do that, and then you can keep Mr. Pickles. She really liked that idea. And so she's decided that that's what she was going to do. And so timber will be being sold off. She's doing some work with them right now. This isn't Mr. Pickles. This is another Mustang. I think this is, Colette told me, Twix, I think. Hey, buddy. So yeah, so we're gonna sell off Timber, and then she's gonna keep Mr. Pickles. Timber is more of a trail horse, and Stormy can do trail, and so that's why she's gonna do that. She really enjoys trail, but she wants to do gaming and stuff, and so Stormy really fits that bill of what she needs for gaming and doing more recreational stuff that kids want to do. And Timber really doesn't fit that. He doesn't like to do it at all. He doesn't enjoy it. So we're gonna sell Timber, and she's gonna keep Mr. Pickles. And I think it's I think it's gonna be a really good fit for her to be able to keep Mr. Pickles. She's gonna be able to see what it looks like to train a horse from wild all the way into being able to be ridden. And she's learning so much about how important groundwork is and all that kind of stuff with Mr. Pickles. So yeah, well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I didn't want to go super long for multiple reasons, but one reason is I'm getting killed by mosquitoes out here. But so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on our first little live stream. And let me see, those Mustangs are gorgeous. Are they all young, under 2? Okay, so yes, Mustangs. So the Mustangs are range in age. So like Twix back there, I think is actually a full adult. He's not a yearling. So probably 3 to 5 is my guess, somewhere in there. It's probably 50-50 on the age of the Mustangs. So back behind me is a gentleman working one of the Mustangs, and that's his son's Mustang that he's actually exercising. His son went yesterday, and that is a really cool Mustang, and his son did an amazing job. The Mustang spooked a little, and gave the kid a little run for his money, but the kid held on. I turned to his dad, go, well, that'll build something in him, because he's a yearling, so he's actually the same size as Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles is pretty big compared to the other Mustangs, and you'll see that in the video I put out, because you'll see some of the footage from some of the other horses. But yeah, so they range from about 5 to yearling. So yearling's like a year and a half or so, based off of when they were all gathered up for that South Steens herd. So I'd say probably 5 or 6 is the oldest. Most of them are younger than that, because I believe they round them up every 3 years or so for each herd, something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but I believe that's about the amount of time that happens. So they're basically culling out, not killing, but just pulling out the Mustangs that are of lower quality. So all the Mustangs that are actually being trained and sold here are actually the lower quality Mustangs. They're not the higher quality animals, which is, I know, surprising, but they leave the higher quality animals out on the range to continue to breed and have more high quality Mustangs. So while these guys are the lower quality, they're still excellent animals. They're just not what BLM is looking for to continue to allow the herd to grow. This is my understanding as somebody who doesn't actually do Mustangs, but from talking to Colette and talking to the other folks, that's what I gather, and from doing my own research. But yeah, so there's a range of them. As you get older in age, they allow you to deal with older Mustangs. So I think it's from 11 to 14. It's all yearlings and it's all in hand work. You're not allowed to ride them. And then once you're 14 and older, you're able to then start getting into riding Mustangs, and you're dealing with animals 3 to 5, I believe, 3 to 6, somewhere in there. I haven't heard of anybody having an animal over 6. I think there's like one animal that's 6 years old. So yeah, if there's any other questions, anybody else, if not, I'm going to call it. And we're gonna go. I'm actually gonna go get some breakfast, because it's one of those mornings we've been busy running around, and actually Colette's over there waiting for me to get her wash bag, because I left it over here when we were chatting earlier. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and I will get a video out probably Monday or Tuesday of the actual events that Colette was in, and what the outcome is, and also the award ceremony. I'll probably get a bunch of footage of that, because I have a sneaking suspicion Colette may walk away with something, just because of how good Mr. Pickles has done, both of them, Colette and Mr. Pickles. Just from seeing the other horses, the other trainers, Colette's done a really, really good job with them. And if she doesn't walk away with anything, well, she walked away with a beautiful horse and has had an amazing experience. So that's not something to take too lightly. All right, well, have a great one, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on our first live stream. Have a good one. Bye.